Hey guys, this is Jerika. Welcome to my channel. Please excuse the air that you hear in the background. I have my air conditioning on and it literally just cut on right before I did this video, so it's gonna be in the background. Another thing that I want to say excuse me for is my raggedy nails. Let me just go ahead and zoom in on them mugs right now. They look absolutely terrible. It's been like 3.5 weeks since I've gotten a fill. I know I need a fill. Before anybody says anything on my videos that you need to get your nails done, I am trying to grow these off, and I'm gonna let them get a little bit old so I can just go ahead and take them off and get a whole new set, because the nail shop want to charge you $30 to take off gel polish and acrylics. So I'm just gonna let these nails get old and take them off. So now that we got that disclaimer out the way, today's video is going to be my top 10 features of iOS 10, iOS 10. I don't really know how people say it, but I'm going to give you guys my top 10 favorites of the update. I just switched back to being an iPhone. I was an Android user from 2014 to just July of this year, so right at 2 years, and I wanted to go back to an iPhone because I kind of missed my iPhone. Well, I did miss my iPhone. I missed the fact that, you know, I just really missed the camera more than anything, because I know Androids have better cameras, but to me they didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what my favorite 10 features are. I have them wrote down here so that I don't forget. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm going to look at, and I'm going to show you the features as well. And I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible because I don't want the video to be like 30 minutes long like some of the other videos I've seen. But yeah, so first we're going to start with the first feature that I like. This is the new control center. Alright, so the first feature we're going to discuss, like I said, is the new control center. It's just like the old control center, but it has a new look to it, and I like that you can have the night shift, you know, as soon as you turn it on. And some people don't even know what that is, the night shift is. It's just a little bit easier on your eyes, you know, make it easier and not blind you at night. So I like how you can turn that on there, and everything is 3D touch now. Hold on. So if you hold it down long enough, you can change how bright you want your flashlight now. Instead of just turning it on and it being, you know, that one bright setting, you can actually change it now to be bright, medium, or low. You also can, everything else on here is 3D as well. You can change the timer, 1 hour, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, you know, it's just easier access. So you can do all that with all those. And another thing I like most about the control center is the fact that you have your own dedicated area for music instead of it being all in just one area. So whatever your music you're playing or whatever will show, you know, the actual like album cover or whatever you're listening to will show up right here. So I'll give you a quick example. I'll go to my Spotify. We'll just wait for it to load, and I'm just gonna pick a random song. And I'm not going to play it for copyright reasons. So yeah, it shows up right there if you can see it. So yeah, the second thing that I like about the new iOS 10 is the messages look like the home screen bubble. I'm going to show you guys, you know, what that is really quick. I'm going to text myself, or try to. Well, we got to something way before we were supposed to. I'm just going to text myself and do that really quick. So once it comes up, see, it'll come up and it shows up in a little bubble. That's another thing I really like. It shows up in little bubbles. I know that's kind of weird, but I like that. And another thing that makes it convenient is you can quick reply. Hold it down and it'll come up, and you can just, you know, reply back right there without even having to unlock your phone. Super simple and easy and very convenient. The third thing that I like about the iOS 10 is the fact that, you know, you can actually draw messages, or you can draw stuff on here now. And you can do that by going here and going to the little hearts, and, you know, it'll show a little black box which you can't really see, but you can actually draw things. I'm just gonna, you know, do this, and you can send it to your friend or whoever, you know, you can draw things to them. And I think it's awesome. Like, it's absolutely so cool. It just really is something to cure boredom. Really, it's not something you really need, but it really helps. Click the messages box and then your keyboard comes right back up. So another thing that I think is really cool, is you can draw on actual pictures that you've taken already. I actually got to remember how I did it the first time. We're gonna go to draw. Okay, there you go. So you can go to the little camera thing right here, and it says draw before or during recording. So you can record, like, you know, whatever you want to do, and you can see me with the camera. You can do that. or you can just take the picture. Oops. Well, yeah, I just showed you how to do the video then, basically, which is what I just did. See, and then it'll go away. But you could also do the same thing with a picture. See? And then you can draw on it after you take the picture, and of course hit the blue button in order to send that picture to your pal, and it'll draw on the picture once you've sent it. Isn't that just amazing? Like, that's just so cool. I just think that is, you know, there's so many other things that you can do. Like, you can draw a kiss, heartbeat, you know, heartbreak. It's called digital touch, by the way. I you know, forgot to do that, but yeah. You can do that, and I just think it's really cool. It's like I said, it's just stuff to just cure boredom. That's really all it is. It's nothing that we needed, but it's a great update, and it's something that Androids don't have. Another thing that I like about messages is the fact that when you send an article, you know, it'll actually show the link. So I just sent this to my sister earlier because, you know, she has my nephew, of course, and I just sent her a little article. Normally the link will just show up, and, you know, people don't know if it's a safe link or not. Now when you send links or YouTube videos, you get a preview of what it is right here, so people can see what it is that you're trying to send. And if you wanted to send a YouTube video, you can play your YouTube video right in there. I was looking at another features video just to see if there's anything that I didn't know that I already, you know, had. So if you were going to, I'm just gonna share one of my videos really quick. Just my last video. I'm gonna hit share. I'm going to go to messages, and I'm just going to send it to me, and I'm going to hit send, and I'll actually get a preview. See? You actually get actual previews now once you send your videos, and I think that's super cool. You get a preview. So, and it'll also play, so you just hit play, and it'll actually start playing. So the next thing that I think is really cool with messages, you can send things with effects like invisible ink. So we'll go right here, and I'll just try and send another photo. I'll just pick a random photo of a shrimp that I made earlier, and you can hold down the blue button. The shrimp's just sent to myself. Okay, so you hold it down, and then you get these options here. Send with effect. You can do slam, loud, gentle, or invisible. I'm gonna do just the invisible ink really quick. So it'll show up like that. So if you had a special picture that you wanted to send to somebody, like a nude photo to your spouse or whatever, you know, you would do it that way. Oh my god. And you hit that. So if some other people were in your phone, they couldn't see it right away, they'd actually have to touch it to actually see what it is, if that makes sense. So I just swiped it all away, and it'll stay like that. Like, they'll actually have to, you know, do that in order to see it. So I think that's cool. Not that shrimp is anything that you can't see, but, you know, if you had a nude photo, it would stay like that so nobody can see what it is. The next thing that I like is the Bedtime app, which I probably won't even use, but if you wanted to use it, you could. And I had set mine up, but I went back so I can actually go through the steps with you guys. So the first thing is you go click get started. You know, what time would you like to wake up? We'll just say 9 a.m. Which days of the week would you like the alarm to go off? We'll just say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll hit next. How many hours do you need to sleep each night? The average hour is 8 hours. I'm just gonna put 9 because I'm a sleepyhead. And we'll do next. And when would you like the reminder before you go to bed? I'll just say 30 minutes before. And what do you want to hear when you wake up? You can choose. We'll just keep it at that. And then it says stay consistent, sleep better. So this will remind you when you're supposed to go to bed and all that other kind of stuff. And it'll show you you're sleeping for 9 hours. So your bedtime will be at 12 a.m. You go to bed at 12 a.m. You wake up at 9. And it'll analyze your sleep over time just to let you know what your sleep pattern is and things like that. If that's something you're interested in, then, you know, you have that possibility to do that now with this app. So that's pretty cool. One thing I like is the Photos app. It's a little bit, I mean, it's the same, but I like how they group people. You know, one thing I don't like about iPhones is the fact that the storage is terrible. So all my pictures that I had here, I had to delete. I saved them on my hard drive with Google Photos, and once I put them on there, I delete them off of here because, like I said, the storage on iPhone is terrible. So it's only going to show just, you know, pictures of me. But if I had other people in this in my photo album, like my husband, photo shows here. So any pictures that of him will show up here. Any pictures of any of my other friends will show up there if they were there. You can drag your favorites to appear at the top of the people album so you can access them quickly. Of course, I'm going to make my husband a favorite, so I'm going to drag, well, favorite this person. So he'll be at the top. Of course, he'll be, if my sister showed up here, I'd add her, but, you know, it's kind of pointless because as soon as you do it, you're going to have to delete it when the storage gets full. So I thought that was pretty cool. The last thing is the home button. You know, this is my adorable nephew. But one thing, like, instead of swiping over and bringing up the lock screen, the unlock screen, now when you swipe over, well, if you swipe that way, you get the camera, of course. But when you swipe over, you'll get this, and I have reminders and, you know, little things like that, and the weather, map destinations, calendar, reminders. But now, in order to unlock your home screen, you actually got to push the home button. So you got to actually push the home button instead of sliding it over and putting in your passcode. So I thought that was, you know, I thought it was different. It's not something, like I said, that's absolutely needed, but it's different, you know, because we get tired of the same old things. So I just thought that was really cool. So those were my top 10 favorites of the iOS whatever update on the iOS 10. I think that the features are absolutely incredible, and I just think it's amazing. And the Apple people are really trying to step up their game, because everybody's like team Android or team iPhone. I just feel like it doesn't matter. Get whatever phone you like. If you like your iPhone, you like your iPhone. If you like Android, you like Android. You know, there's no big deal. There's no reason to put someone else down because of the phone they have. It's just a phone. All these phones end up breaking at the end of the day. It's just all the same thing. So that's just pretty much it for this video. If you guys knew all of these features, if you have any other features that you like, make sure you comment below and list your favorite feature of the update. You know, I do have to remind you guys to be careful, because some people have been, you know, once they've updated, they completely, you know, mess up their phone, and I think that's stupid, and Apple should be totally responsible for that. But, you know, just be careful, even though you don't know if it's going to work until after you do it, unfortunately. But for those who do have the update and like it, make sure you comment below your favorite, you know, feature of the new update. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good day. They're just amazing. Like, they're so soft. Look at this. So the clips are already attached. If my camera will focus. Hold on.